Hi, welcome to Plan B Solutions. Remember I told you in making laundry bar soap, you need three major ingredients. We have the fat and oils, we have the caustic soda, and we also have water, right? So these are the three things we use to make laundry bar soap. That is at the basic level. Now, before you use the caustic soda, you have to treat it. You have to what? Dissolve it in water. And so when you dissolve it in water, it becomes the lye solution. And that is what you're going to mix with the oil to give you your soup. So now you watch clearly, we are going to, and attentively, we are going to mix our lye solution, right? But in working with caustic soda is, in fact, that is the most dangerous chemical in soap making. And so when you are dealing with it, you have to be very cautious because if it touches your skin, it can cause a lot of eradications and all that. It is very effective, it's very caustic and all that, so it's very dangerous. When you are dealing with it, be very, very careful when you are using it as well. So we have to wear our gloves. So we put on our hand gloves in order to touch caustic soda. You can't use your bare hands to do it. If you do that, it is going to harm you. So you need to be on your protective gears, right? So I'm trying to put on my hand glove so that I can now touch it. And now also know that, it's broken. Or is it's torn off? Yeah, so also know that in dealing with it, you also, okay, so also know that in dealing with it, there's a measurement, right? And so with the measurement, we have 3:1. That is what we use, right? So that at the end of the day, you won't have a lot of problems. It's like my hand gloves have expired. All right, so now on my gloves, right? So you need to cover your hands. Yeah. So this is how it looks like. It looks like sugar, right? So that is why we said if you are keeping it, you keep it very well. It shouldn't be where children will get access to it. You have to hide it, right? So this is how it looks like. And now, so we are saying that if you are going to use it, if you are going to put it inside water, now note, don't add water to caustic soda. Add caustic soda to water. So it means that the first thing you are going to do is to first of all measure your water. So we are going to use this cup to do that measurement, right? So remember I said it's 3:1. So you put your cup down, and we use plastics. We don't use metals. I've said this. So we use plastics when we are dealing with chemicals. So we are going to mix them in here. So what do? We will first mix our water, right? And put it inside the container. So we said 3:1. So 3 cups of water. It doesn't matter what you are using. If you're even using this container, when you want to mix it, you use 3 times this container, and then you use 1 of it for the caustic soda. So we are going to measure our water. Okay, so, all right, so that's 1, right? That's 1. Then, this way, that's 2. And then, the last one, all right, that is 3, right? So now, we have 3 cups of water inside this container, and we're going to mix it with 1 cup of caustic soda. Remember the measurement, okay? So we'll pour our caustic soda, 1 cup, and add it. This is a very dangerous chemical, and so when you are using it, you have to be very, very careful. And so when you put it inside water, there are some fumes coming out, and you don't have to inhale it. Please, you don't have to inhale it, right? You shouldn't inhale it. So we are going to mix it this way. All right. So after you have poured your caustic soda, remember the measurement again. 3 cups of water, 1 cup of caustic soda. But remember, it's not about using a cup alone. You can use any other thing to do your measurement. You can even use this container. You can even use a bucket. You can use anything, but it should be plastic or rubber, right? So if you measure 3 times of that particular thing you are using, you measure 1 time for the what? The caustic soda, 1 place for the caustic soda. Now when you put it inside the water, you stir. And also remember I said you don't put water inside caustic soda, you put caustic soda inside water, because if you do that, it may splash, right? So you don't do that. So now when you put it inside, you stir, because you are trying to dissolve it. So you stir it and make sure that it is dissolved. You can see some heat coming up. So please don't inhale it. Okay, don't inhale that heat coming up. Those fumes coming up, don't inhale it. And it's very hot. It's very, very, very hot. And so we advise that you don't use it the day you mix it. You have to keep it down for at least 6 to 8 hours. But we prefer a whole day. Just put it down for the next day. So they use it to do your preparation, your soap making, right? So please, it's very hot, and so you don't use it the same day. So you stir and make sure it is dissolved. Now, have you ever used soap where your hand will start peeling or it will become very white? If you have ever experienced that, you know what I'm talking about. After using the soap, it affects your skin. You can see that it's either your skin is white or your skin is peeling. So if you have ever experienced that, here is the issue. Now that you have mixed this is a very dangerous chemical, as I've said earlier on. So now that you have mixed it, what happened is that you will not know whether the concentration is okay. So that is where you need to use this. That is where you need to use this. We call it battery hydrometer, right? And so with the battery hydrometer, what we use it for is that we use it to check the concentration of the caustic soda as compared to what? Water. But now that we have kept caustic soda inside water, we now call it lye solution, right? So in order to do that, let's remove our hydrometer so that you can see how it looks. And then in case you meet it somewhere, you know that this is a battery hydrometer. Now here is it. This is how it looks like. If you look at it closely, you will see some demarcations, right? We have green, we have white, and then we have red. We have green, we have white, and then we have red. Now, we use this to test for the concentration of lye solution, right? And so, if you look at it, you also see some numbers. We have 1300, 1275, 1250, 125 upwards, right? And so, when you are doing laundry soap, the number we are using is 1275. That's 1275. That's the number we are using, right? And so how do we use it? Now, this is how we use it. Put it down. Now, if you put it inside here, it is not going to float. But wherever you have to put it inside, it must be floating, right? And also don't test it whilst the chemical is still hot. Allow it to cool down, right? So I have some of the chemical that has cooled down and it's in this container. So I am going to use that to do this demonstration for you. So instead of putting the hydrometer inside the container, now put it down, pour it, right? Pour it into another thing where it can float, right? You pour a part of it like this. And then, please don't joke with caustic soda. It's very dangerous, right? So you pick your hydrometer and then you put it inside, right? So if you put it inside, you see that it is floating. You can see it is floating. You can see that it's floating. Yeah. So now we need it to be at 1275. So in an event where it goes down or it goes up to the red place, it means that your water is more than your caustic soda. So there is no balance in the concentration. So you need to what? You need to add more caustic soda so that you can what? You can now get up to that number you want. Now if it comes up, if the 1275 is upper, it simply means that your chemical is highly concentrated, which means that the caustic soda is more than the water. So in this case, it is on our 1275 because we have done that measurement already. Okay, so you can look at it. It is at the 1275. So it means that this particular one is what? Is ready for use, right? So I'll bring the camera closer so that you can see that it is at the 1275. You can see it, it is at the green spot. So if you are using it for laundry bar soap, we also have 1250. You can also use that, but that is for a different soap altogether. Now, if you don't do this very well and you use the soap, at the end of the day, the soap is going to affect people who use it affect their skins. That is why most Azuma blues, when you use it, your skin will start peeling and all that. So basically, this is how we soak our caustic soda, right? And so when you do it this way, you can keep it there for as long as you want. Anytime you want to use it, you just go and pour, measure your oil, and then you mix them together, and it will give you soap, right? So thank you so much. If you have any question, you can ask. This is how we treat caustic soda, turn it into lye solution, and we use it to produce soap. So thank you so much for your time. We have come to the end of the chemical treatment. Thank you and goodbye.